This is Kyprios, and you're at Popularity.
How the West Was Won, that song is incredible.
Ah.
How was the response to that? Because everybody I know just went nuts over it.
It was like, let's think about it. Like YouTube, it was like 90% likes. And so even people that weren't Vancouver Canucks fans, there was people that liked that tune. And it was never ever meant to have been a song that was played on the radio, played at the stadium, you know what I mean? Like, it was something my brother and I did for fun as an exercise to stop thinking about songwriting for a second, to stop thinking about the mathematics of songwriting. So there was an overwhelming amount of support for it.
And the peak competition, what are the most important things that you took away from that?
The peak competition gave me a career back. I really buried my head in feeling, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know if I felt sorry for myself or I lost hustle, but I definitely lost grasp of what the industry was, and didn't really give a shit about it. The peak, and it became too big for me as well. Like, it became too big and too intimidating, and it had changed, and nobody was selling records. And I came from the era that was before the internet, where you scrape together to put a record, and now anybody can make a record in the basement. So the peak broke down every component of the industry and said, this is how you do it yourself. And it hit me in a place and a time where I was completely ready, and a sponge, and able to absorb that information. So the most important thing I learned, that I can do it myself, that I can't be afraid to ask for people's help, that I know who to go for to ask for help, and that it's not bigger than me if I break it down into terms of getting your live music, getting your live show great, being able to get your music to a point where people care about it, talking to people and licensing, getting your publishing straight, like all the small bits and mechanics that make up the music business they give to.
And now you're working on new material?
Absolutely, yeah. The Midnight Sun is an album, and I have a musical play that is opening in February in Calgary. So I've got an album and a musical, a national musical.
Do you ever feel like you've run out of songs?
Never. I've never ever got to the point where I've struggled for creativity. You know what I mean? Like, if someone's like, yeah, we need a song by tomorrow, or we need a verse by in 2 hours, or we need this or that, I've never gone to the point where it's not something for me to talk about, an opinion for me to have, something for me to complain about. You know what I mean? Like, I haven't hit that roadblock yet, and I'm definitely not looking forward to it happening, but to this day it hasn't happened.
Do you feel like you have a full realization of your music vision?
No, I think that my head probably is more ambition than my musical vision. Like, I'm not, I'm a blue collar musician. Like, I don't play guitar, I don't play keys. I sing, I come up with harmonies. I'm not the greatest poet, I'm not the greatest MC, I'm not the greatest frontman, but I believe and I try really hard, and I try to open myself up to new ideas and innovative things to talk about and to say, and ways in which to do it. And I'm more of a student than I sit back and I'm a master of it. You know what I mean? Like, I look back and I can definitely see people that, you can see and tell sometimes that people were born to do something. I'm somebody, as Mario said, he called me a hack. I may not be a complete hack, but I am somebody that has to work for every ounce of credibility, respectability, and musicality that I have, because I don't think it's innate within me.
With everything that you've been through in your music career, what do you fear most?
I don't know. Like, I don't know. I don't. I fear less now. Like, what's someone gonna say? That my song sucked? That my show sucked? Like, I think I'm bigger and beyond that, and getting more comfortable in my own opinion of my music than having somebody else dictate what it is. And I think that might be the biggest thing that I overcame in my entire my life. I'm the youngest of 7 boys, so I fought for attention and fought to be heard, and And a lot of that is the DNA makeup that made me become an artist. And at a certain point, you stop fighting to perform for other people, and you take account of what it is in yourself that you like and what you want to output. What you want to share. And I think that I finally come to this place where it's like, I don't give a fuck what a critic says anymore, what the industry says anymore. When someone says if I've changed or whatnot, I'm more happy and more comfortable doing what I'm doing, and I'm more confident than I've ever been. And I think that's a big deal too, because if you put something out and you're not comfortable with it, you're not confident in it, nobody else is gonna be. So I only intend to put out shit that I love and I believe in, or that I think works for me.
What has been your most inspirational gig?
I don't know. You know what? It's playing for other, like playing in front of other people. Like, I don't know if there's been a gig where I've been inspired. It's not like I think I've inspired myself. Like, I think that gigs and stages that I've shared with other people, it's been watching other people perform, watching other people inspire. I've never thought about. I never thought that I had that moment. You know what I mean? But for sure, like, one of the most fun was getting to play the Stanley Cup Final up on a gurney with my brother. Who I co-wrote that West Was One song, and we're playing at Rogers Arena in front of 60,000 people. So as much as that wasn't an inspiration, it was definitely a point that I'll never forget and that I'm very proud of.
What advice do you have for people who just want to make the world better?
To make the
world better.
Think about others first. I think about the people around you more. Think about your surroundings more. We're all, obviously we're the person we see in the mirror. You're born alone, you die alone, you do everything, you do the hard shit on your own. But at the same time, you can make it easier for other people, and what you do for other people, I've found in my life, comes back to you. Whether it be career, family, health, which is absolutely the pinnacle of importance, that the more you give of yourself, the more people have you and the more people appreciate it. So I think that just give.
And any final thoughts or anything to say to the Readers Popular?
Peace. Be good. You want to know. And what's up, LL? And check me out. Kyprios.com. Kyprios Club on Twitter. Kyprios Day Facebook. Kyprios the Sweatshop Medium fan page. Support me. Reach out to me. You can personally contact me, and I'll hit back whoever gets me.